into like Wiccan practice or pagan practice or whatever, perhaps your own practice, but it's like this kind of they kind of look like talismans or like statues. I don't know if you call them statues, I'm not sure, but like they have like it's as if they're dedicated towards like specific like gods or spirits or something like that to do with the forest, which I think is really interesting. Like you were saying about like the pagan beliefs and like that kind of thing, like autumn and slowing down and things drying out. There's like almost this like protection or ward kind of thing. It reminds me of those kind of like witchcrafty practices where they like bind sticks together to make sigils and stuff like that, and that's kind of inherently what it makes me think of. And then like the clay face perhaps being like the face of the spirit or the face of something. Yeah.
Okay.
I put folklore, tradition, they've got quite like a handmade kind of delicate quality to them. And it reminds me a bit of like a mobile, like when you're a baby and you've got like
I was thinking of that. I really like that.
so there's kind of like a lot of movement to them because they're like hanging up.
Yeah.
You kind of like they're not like stationary, which I think is interesting. And I think using like dried plants and stuff as well, it kind of hints to like a passage of time, a life cycle, and it's like preserving like nature in that way.
Wait, is this when I ask questions or? Okay. I think some of you already answered, but like I wanted to know how they make you feel, because I've spoken to a lot of people. Some people find them very creepy, and that wasn't my intention. So I didn't expect that reaction from some people. So how do you feel?
I don't think they're creepy at all. I think they're really like.
I'm glad.
Not like cute, but like I feel. I don't know. Like they're quite like not childlike, but they're quite like fun and playful.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I feel like they're quite warm and comforting, like protecting.
I'm so glad you guys did
I don't find them creepy, and I think it's interesting the fact that people do find them creepy almost like correlates to that kind of like I don't know what the word is, but that kind of like abolishment of paganism and Christianity taking over and the kind of demonizing of it, of like dark rituals and stuff. It's like the fact people perceiving it as scary, I think is really interesting.
Yeah, because it's so sweet.
Are we looking at the
Yeah.
Something I noticed was the way you've hung them. In sort of like a series, how that sort of follows the sort of story, but also like the act of hanging them rather than putting them somewhere. I think like how else, like what was your intention with that rather than hang them in that way, or could you hang them in another way, or if you would, or if you wanted to?
Initially, I just haven't got round to it. I want to hang them like a mobile. I didn't hang them up in particular order. They're completely random. There is another one, still hasn't been finished yet, that isn't hanging. So they come as a floor. And yeah, I wanted that they're meant to be like, when I was younger, my mum used to tell me all these like stories about fairies and like guardian spirits that would look after you. And I was picturing like what would mine look like. So they're all very personalized to me. Like I wound my hair up, and I think that one has the hair in it. There's just items in them that relate to me. The dried up flowers, for gifts and stuff that I really value. So yeah, that was my intention.
Weirdly, when I look at it, especially with, I know things just gone up, specifically with the faces,
Yeah.
they remind me of like the different sort of cycles of the moon when you're sitting in the sky. And I know the first one is like objectively a moon,
Yeah.
but the rest can be like, at least from this angle, this one's like like a small sliver of a moon, like a full moon. I don't know, there's like a, that also feeds into that cyclical element. I think it's really interesting.
So was that the end of the second stage or the third stage? Second. So what were your questions really in that stage?
I mean, I asked a couple of questions during this bit. I just wanted to have people's opinions on what they thought they were and how they made them feel. And I'm glad your guys' feelings reflect how I wanted them to be.
Okay, so now we get to a stage where the rest of you can ask further series of questions at the end.
Are you happy with them? And would you like to make more or like work more into like that idea and like I don't think the word very bad.
It's okay. I don't know. I haven't got any ideas yet. I think it was just I've like been painting for so long. And I was like, I need to do something else. So I might do a painting like incorporating these characters in some way. Or I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, but I probably will because honestly, I had such a fun time doing them.
Your paintings are really detailed. Would you paint the faces? Not those ones. But like
Yeah,
everything.
you know, maybe, but I've been kind of getting bored with a lot of like the seriousness of painting. It's like driving me a bit insane.
Looking at those ones on the top, you can kind of see faces emerging
Yeah,
from that. I know that's kind of more abstract. And
it is.
I know you
It's,
probably haven't, I don't know if you've done it on purpose or not, but the way that they're hung directly above each of these like beings, it's like this weird kind of divine, ethereal landscape that perhaps goes with them. I don't know, I just, yeah.
I made that painting, like that series, completely unrelated. I wasn't thinking about that. It was just I was bored one night and I didn't want to do anything
So great.
serious. But yeah, I've never really done abstract painting before.
It works
What?
really well for someone who's never done it before.
You think?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Thank you.
I feel like the fairies emit a very strong energy. Have they got like personalities or names?
I know. I think I should give them names. But I haven't really thought about it. Maybe I could write some literature with them.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be really interesting to have like a relationship.
Because I do work a lot with like old literature and my paintings. They always coexist with each other. So maybe you guys give me some good ideas.
Would you continue a series into like winter and spring and summer, taking and making specific deities or talismans or whatever, using what is available
That
in those
would be
specific
very
seasons?
cool.
Because that would be really interesting. Because
Yeah.
there's definitely a link that's very autumnal that really works well. And I
Yeah.
wonder what it would be like using things
I
in
mean,
winter. Would it be more bad? Then you get to summer and it's more like luscious. I don't know.
no, definitely. Yeah. I got all of apart from these, everything I gathered was like in the same place. I went to Swimple's like graveyard, and that's where I got my sticks. And my leaves. So yeah.
Did you say you got them from a graveyard? So that gives it even more life in a weird way. You know how they could
Yeah.
be protecting spirits for the dead, or I don't know. That's interesting.
For somebody who grew up with like, you know, like you said with the fairies,
Yeah.
and just like reimagining what they would be. I feel like this is a perfect embodiment of what I also would depict a fairy to be as a child.
Yeah.
And so it hits like a really weird, specific, personal. I don't know. It's just. It feels like yes, that's.
Yeah.
I can't really articulate it, but I think that's where the comfort comes from because I can like recognize it and be like, oh my gosh. Jealous.
I think of fairy, I think of the rainbow magic fairies.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Girly wings.
Thanks, guys.
Where's the rainbow fairy? Just